Assalamualaikum people, how is it going? Welcome to another episode of the Mulakan podcast. Today I'm gonna bring you guys to my short morning walk. Time check is actually 6:48 a.m. By my standards, this is considered late because the sun is almost up. But on the good side, you all can see my face bright, loud and clear. And if you notice, I have something over here, right below my collar or my neck. This is basically a new investment of me purchasing a mic. I know with iPhone 16 Pro you don't need a mic, but I think it's essential to some extent that, for clarity purposes. So, good morning guys. Good morning everyone. It is Saturday and it is a bright Saturday. The weather is good and I just want to wrap the week up with what really happened yesterday especially. But as long as oh wait, again I always forgot my outdoor workout. Okay, alright, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so 30 minutes now. I want to spend some time talking to you guys about what happened yesterday. So Friday 25th of October is a memorable day, and something which I think my family and relatives of Hajah Hassan will always remember. It is a passing of my beloved auntie Busu Hawa. We call her Mak Busu previously, but somehow it's just transit to Busu Hawa, and then her husband is Busu Ari. She passed on yesterday around 9 a.m. ish. So I was like driving yesterday, and the moment back prior to this death, we all have like a signs, hints that she will be. She's sick. She having cancer, but we don't want to spread the news we just hope for the better for her. And eventually, her time has come. The time has come to for Allah menjemput dia kembali ke rahmatullah. And like I said, I was driving after I sent Ain to work. The moment I received the news, you know what was playing at Class 95? Maroon 5, She Will Be Loved. I was like, I'm just gonna be honest, I teared up. I teared up because she not only she's already loved. Then when that song came out, it just coincided the reminiscence of her joyfulness, her bubbliness, and her kecohness. Because truth be told, Busu Hawa has always been a very impactful person in our lives, in our cousins, between the cousins especially. She's the youngest amongst all my mom's sibling, maternal side, and I'm quite grateful that I am part of her life and something which I can contribute a little bit. When I say contribute, because back then, I think close to 10 years ago, or even lesser, I don't know. I think about 10 years ago, I taught tuition to her kids. They were like primary school, early primary school, and I taught them maths, simple problem sum, something got to do with multiplication, and then a bit of disciplinary approach as well, because saudara kan, so it's easy for us to if you don't do your homework, I'm gonna rotan not really a hard rotan lah, just a rotan to have a taste of how is it like if you don't do stuff, if you don't practice your multiplication. So Hamiza, shout out to you. That was something that I remember until today. The art of doing tuition, math tuition, and Hamiza is the daughter of Busu Hawa, and literally my sepupu lah, my cousin. So in this bright sunny day, right? I hope this is recorded. Yeah, it is recorded. I scared halfway I do this and it's not recorded. But as you all can see, right now I'm in the middle of an expressway between Pasir Ris and Tampines. And as we walk across, such a beautiful sight, guys. I hope this can capture everything, every moment of me doing content. And to show you the beautiful side of Pasir Ris and perhaps Tampines, the place that we are going to. Because there's a short park over there, so I just want to spend my time doing my walks and doing this content with you guys. So back to Busu Hawa, I would like to dedicate this particular video talking about death. Yes, it sounds a bit dark, but it is something that we have to talk about. We have to address it to make sure it comes to a realization that you guys have to start something, because this initiative is about mulakan. It's about doing something, start something. So how can you relate starting and death? Because death is probably the last, the end point. Something that you know, finalize things towards the end of life. And if I were to be exact, especially in Islam, it's not really the end. It's just the end of life in dunya, but it is the start, the beginning of something new, something unexplored, something the livings won't know. Based on Quran, of course, there are many scriptures saying that, you know, there are many things that you can expect when you die. Between the akhirah and the dunya, the alam kubur is quite scary, guys. I don't wish to talk about it because I have not much knowledge about it. But at the end of the day, it is a start of something new for the deaf. But for us, how can it be? What's the kind of start that we can do? Probably I would like to highlight 3 things lah, from the top of my head. No ChatGPT, guys. The very first one lah, that I can think of for any death that happened between your close ones is start reflecting of your own life. Of course, you know, you have to go through the process of healing, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But you need to start reflecting of how you gonna take this as a component where you will start to be content, you start to be appreciative, you start to be grateful. So self-reflection, I think, is a very important thing to do. Else you will not be happy with whatever you do. And why are you unhappy about? The reason why you're unhappy because you're not grateful. So in a nutshell, every death gives you some sort of a reflection to be aware that around you, surround you, there's opportunity to make good, to act good, to give good faith, to just contribute. And you see, yesterday during the jenazah, the solat jenazah, right? My gosh, I'm blown by the amount of Muslimah is more than the men's side. Usually the man is more than Muslimah because probably, I don't know, the connections and stuff like that. But based on Busu Hawa's solat jenazah yesterday, because why the Muslimah saf is more, she create good connections, she create good sense of community around the volunteers of Masjid Al Islah, and that yesterday's Saf Muslimah Saf really show that the impact that she brings to the community, to the volunteer community, those sukarelawan, and everyone is sad by her passing. So you see, I think there's many good to do when you are alive, especially giving back to the community, giving back to the society by doing volunteer work, by doing infaq, by doing sedekah, all these things. Sedekah is actually probably my next point. Start giving sedekah for multiple blessings, because in Islam we teach to give more, to receive in abundance. You don't think about getting anything back. So yeah, that's my second point actually, to sedekah. Number one, start to self-reflect on yourself, what you can do good by, the passing, and how you can, probably make some change towards what you are currently doing and tweak it to a better lifestyle or better approach of doing things. So second is sedekah. I think my father always teach me to give and give. Every time we go to masjid, always make sure have tabung, put in slot in the tabung for donation. Hold on, let me see if this is still recording. Okay, great. So we are right now in Tampines, and I'm heading to this park where they just created. I don't know. Let me just explore this part of Tampines. This is where Aslam lives, my brother-in-law. Inside here, this area. Look at the MRT, guys. Palestine will be free. Inshallah. That one is another topic of another day, because quite saddened, angered. Should I take the steps or the... Okay, since we are doing some workout, we take the stairs, guys. I can always be lazy and take the lift, but no. Today is a workout day and it's staircase day. Let's go. So I mentioned we self-reflect and then sedekah. Yeah, like I always take my parents, my father specifically, to always sedekah, because it kind of like makes sense. Whatever that you give, okay, have some sort of like a return, like an automatic, or some form of vibe that things just return back to you. So sedekah, guys, trust me, there is blessing behind it. And for every death that happened, sedekah, we give people money. It's okay if you are broke, the money will come. For my case, project will come, and inshallah it can sustain your life throughout, okay, without any form of worrying. Okay, how come I'm gasping for air right now? Okay, relax. Okay, going down the overhead bridge. What time have I clocked in so far? 12 minutes. So 12 minutes, so I have about maybe 20 minutes to go. I plan to do a bit of workout with you guys. Hopefully this mic doesn't fall off, but it's gonna sound like for sure. So now I'm visiting the new area of Tampines, see how I can bring my kids to the playground later, perhaps. Alright, where should I go? Perhaps over that side lah. But it's a nice great day, guys. Look at the sun rising, and right now it's time check 7:03. I somehow can't sleep past across 7 a.m. unless I'm really super tired, whatever that happened the day before. Then I can so-called excuse myself. This is the car park, right? Never mind, I'll keep walking. So back to our topic of the day about death and how you can start something. I think the most basic one, as is someone who is practicing Islam, you focus on the purpose of life. And what is the purpose of life? And who am I to say? And based on my very humble, junior, young experience of living in this world, there's only two things. Continue to do good deeds and continue to worship Allah. Because religion is a sense of direction. If you don't worship anyone or be an atheist, I don't know. I have nothing against those people, but logically, practically, if you think about not having a direction, it is just going against the grain of purpose, right? So why so stubborn about the fact that you don't want to believe in religion and don't have a direction? Is it because your brain tells you that you are so powerful, you're so, you know more than others, you know more than everyone thinks? No, right? You need to have some sort of direction and something that is a proven model. And Quran itself is a proven model of a way of life. That's why there are some saying that Islam is a way of life, but some people just chose to do otherwise, right? Sometimes when we are young and we lack of knowledge, we just do things we think might help, but unfortunately, no lah. But everything is a learning lesson, guys. So this is my third point lah. My third point is to do good deeds and worship Allah for sense of direction. Because for every death, it's the start of something new. And like I said, you can start to do sadaqah, you can start to do self-reflect, and then you can also start to work on your faith. Because that will, trust me, that will change your life. That will make you realize that you're not enough. You'll never be enough. And then from there you start to be appreciative of the situation. And yeah, perhaps based on past that, we not talk about yesterday. Oh, this is nice, guys. This is a good playground for kids. Probably I'll bring them here. How do I go here? And I'll walk back and track the route. Quite nice, eh? Wow. Pond Explorer, rock, paper, scissors. Scissors, paper, stone, that's what people play last time. So, where was I? Yeah, about all the three things that I pointed out about death today. It's something which, everyone can relate at some point of life. So yeah, so not talking about Busu's death yesterday, I experienced probably 2 or 3 deaths that I can remember, especially until the visit to bury them at Pusaraman. The most recent one is Arif. Allah Yarham Arif. And I don't know why I stopped here, but this thing just make me want to play. I should be walking again. Okay, let me walk. Let me just go up there and continue my walk. It's just 17 minutes. Okay, so Arif was a friend back in my NS times in military police. We were doing in military police command, you will be directed to many places. Some do going to the NPC command, some do deserter work, some do DB, but people like us, MPs like us, takes care of guard rooms. So we have security troopers under us. We are like sergeants lah, that takes care of them. But ultimately, it's just a fancy term of security guards of military camps. And Arif was really, he has a kind of character which you can't forget lah. He loves to save. He has, I think, a lot of money that he don't want to use. He rode a bike, and because of that bike lah, his ajal came. Ajal is basically the end of his time lah. So he died very sudden. So we were all shocked. All my MP friends were all shocked by his passing. So I kind of like suddenly recall about those times that, we were back in training when me and him aspired to be gold medalists in IPPT, and we got it because we almost trained every day on 2.4 just to get the optimal timing, just to gauge our pace until both of us get the only time goal in IPPT. And after that, Hancho. But at least it's an achievement, and I got it with him, and that's something that I can relate to. Allahyarham Arif, a good friend, a sergeant, a military policeman, a friend. Something which not many will probably experience. I think, I don't know, I'm not wishing death on anyone, but you guys should at least experience a close friend death, only to realize that you should appreciate something. You should appreciate that you are alive. You should appreciate that you can live, you can breathe. Appreciate that you can walk and talk and do many things, many awesome things, right? So there's another playground over here, and there's a fitness corner over here, but I prefer a fitness corner below, down there. But I just want to continue my walk. And wow, what is this? A trampoline? Nice. Look over there, guys. So as I continue my walk and my turn, it's you cannot run from death. You cannot run from death. Death is certain. You will die one day. Everyone will taste death one day. But what exactly you want to do to prepare for it? So I think if I do have the bonus fourth point, you have to start preparing for death. I know it sounds, like I said, dark and something that people don't want to talk about because it's like the end of life, like all these things. But all the 3 points that I mentioned above are all a start to a prep for death. It is a gradual thing. It's not something which you prepare once and then you forget it. It is really gradual thing. Every day you do 1% better. You guys should read Atomic Habits by James Clear, because every day that 1% will accumulate to 1,000%, and that 1,000% will probably be your good deeds that will be a prep for your akhirah, right? So I hope this particular session will give light to you guys on what exactly death means to you, to us, to me, and to everyone, because we are all human beings. We are not robot. Yesterday I have a family movie night. We watched The Wild Robot. Not sure how recent it is, but it is quite recent, I guess. And this wild robot makes it very interesting that a robot can live thousands of years, but not us. We are not robots. Robots tend to have feelings, but this is in the context of animals lah. But yeah, I don't know how suddenly a robot can relate to death, but yeah, we as humans, I think we should treasure our life. We should cherish our life, cherish our loved ones, because this is the only thing that we have. And yeah, why go for something that you cannot control, something that you cannot have? Just focus on what you have. focus on the present, guys. Sometimes it's okay to manifest the future, but focus on the present, because the present is the one that sets a level of realism in your life. We are at 23 minutes, so I think I will continue to walk in a bit as I sum up today's video. I think I've said enough lah, based on today's topic about death. The thumbnail is gonna be, I don't know how and do I gonna frame today's thumbnail. Probably something like this. You know, every thumbnail must have some sort of emotion, because it reflects the wording, it reflects the caption and stuff like that. So yeah, let me sum it up. I hope you guys get value out of this video. As I mentioned, today's topic is about death. It's not really a fancy topic to talk about, but I mentioned 3 points plus 1. 3 points is basically to do self-reflect, to be contentment, to be appreciative, to be grateful. Number 2, to sedekah, to always give back, do good deeds, do you know, just act of giving. Start to give, because you will never know when you get in return. Third one is to do act of worship. Okay, act of worship and have a sense of direction. And the last one is a summarize of all these 3. Basically, those are the preps that you can do to prepare for life, to prepare for death. So yeah, I hope you guys can get value out of today's topic. I really hope, since this is my 90-day challenge of content creation, drop some comment below. Tell me, what's your recent death that you experienced before, or are you afraid of death, or are you basically anything and everything about your opinion and your thoughts about death right now at this very moment, and how are you going to reflect it, how are you going to start to change ways to prepare for it. Okay, with that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch other videos that I have, just binge watch all my other videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.